Like so many others, my wellness journey began because of a life-changing circumstance. In January 2013, my mother was diagnosed with a serious illness. And as she was undergoing conventional treatments, I just started to believe there were other things that I could do to support her emotional health, physical health, immune system, and overall outlook through this challenging period of her life. As my mother was going through rounds of chemotherapy, I was introduced to essential oils, and together we started using them to support her immune system, relaxation, and emotional strength. So it was a really great way for us to bond and share quality time in what was a difficult point in both our lives. Using essential oils daily in that year really showed me what a massive impact it can have on everyday life. Not just for her, I was also using it for myself. So I personally experienced the benefits. I wasn't quite aware at the time, but looking back on it, I was privileged enough to witness transformation in her and in myself too. Like most people, when I started on this path, I really had no intention, nor was it on my radar to create a business out of it. It just took a life of its own and began to grow. So in a way, it was an accidental success. For me, I truly felt and experienced the benefits of a holistic approach to life. And because I was so excited and passionate about it, I naturally just started sharing with friends, family, and others around me. And the truth is, I didn't realize that I was creating a business out of my newfound passion. Sharing can seem daunting and scary for some, and I can only give you my perspective on it. Personally, I decided to only share from a pure heart space, driven by the concept of trying to make a change in people's lives. I shared what I learned, just the little bits and pieces I picked up here and there. And this was before I became a certified clinical aromatherapist. But for me, I saw and knew what a gift these essential oils were, so it made it impossible not to share the profound impact they can have on everyday life. Just by sharing the little bits I knew, people started coming to me for help and guidance. So one thing led to another, and slowly a community started forming. I've been so privileged to witness many success stories that I've played a tiny part in. One I love to share with people that really stands out is the beautiful story of a lady who had been suffering asthma for 40 years. The condition was so bad, it was having a massive impact on her life and happiness. This lady was regularly rushed to the ER, so she came to me for help. For me, the first step is always taking the time to really get to know the person who's reached out, to understand their lifestyle, their unique stresses, and where things are going wrong and where things could be improved. You see, for me, it's not just about essential oils. Every element of life plays a role in their wellness. So with this understanding, I gave her some simple steps to follow. And within 2 months, she came to me and told me she's asthma-free. And I'm happy to say it's been 3 years and the asthma hasn't returned. So for me, these success stories are pure joy. It's the reason I do what I do. The advantage of this lifestyle and business I've created is that I have freedom. And to me, freedom is time to focus on what's important for me, be that self-care, family, friends, or the greater community. Also, this lifestyle and business model has allowed me a degree of financial independence to see beyond my personal needs and engage in meaningful community-based projects where I can have a real impact to bless others. One of the things I really love is that if I decide to take some time off, my business keeps growing purely because everyone in the community is sharing with their friends and family. So in essence, we all grow together. It's a beautiful ripple effect. Anybody can do this business from home, and it's as simple as starting with whatever time you can spare. Don't underestimate the power of the ripple effect. Things grow and you start to get rewarded for your efforts. I don't think I can really put into words or explain it in a feeling. Finding this path and starting this business is a true blessing. Some of the unexpected yet beautiful aspects of this business is the friendships I continually make and the experiences that we share together. My true joy comes from introducing people to this lifestyle, guiding them as their health transforms. I truly feel like I'm living my purpose. Personal growth is a funny thing. I think it really depends how you look at it. I like to think of it as a circle. There really is never a start, a middle, or an end. Because as you're constantly learning and evolving, it can feel like you're finding bits and pieces of yourself for the first time. So in that sense, you're back in the beginning. But in many ways, I feel like I'm making tremendous progress. So right now, I feel like I'm in the middle of my journey. I know that there's so much ahead for me to look forward to. Some of the advice I would give new members who are starting out on this business journey is to take their time and experience the products. Use it daily and build your own stories to share, because nothing speaks louder than a story that you have to share personally. And when it comes from you, it's authentic. By using the products daily, you quickly become familiar with the amazing product range. The reality of starting on this journey of creating this business is there will be some tough and challenging days. It's not easy to convince others of a chemical-free lifestyle, especially when they have old habits of using certain products that aren't serving them well for years or maybe even decades. But I can guarantee the rewarding and satisfying days will far outnumber the tough ones in the end. Personally, I love to celebrate the small wins, the success stories, the great days, as it keeps me focused and motivated on exactly what I love about what I do. It's also important to get to know your potential clients. For me, this means listening to them, understanding them, basically building trust and a relationship with them. It's at this point I feel like I can begin offering solutions and guidance for their problems. Not everybody will be into essential oils in the very beginning, but I can guarantee you that everyone uses day-to-day personal care items like shampoo, body wash, supplements, mouthwash, toothpaste, and the list goes on. It's all about educating potential members, giving them the knowledge and understanding that they need, like why we need to remove chemicals and toxins from our lifestyle. And the simple answer is because not only are they damaging to our bodies, it's also destroying the environment. Every year, there are 10 million new chemicals being released and introduced in the environment. So think about these chemicals seeping into the waterways and into the ocean. It's really not a great vision. But by using chemical-free, non-toxic products in our day-to-day lives, we can collectively make an impact and collectively make a difference. For me, it all comes down to education, inspiration, and knowledge. An inspired person can make great changes quickly, but if they don't have the knowledge or if they're not aware, then it's really hard for them to change. But as soon as you really explain to them or show them the way, then it's hard not to. It's hard not to at least try to change or at least take that first step. So in my experience, the process of change begins by first exploring the daily habits and looking into the products that's used around their house. It really is as simple as swapping a chemical-based product for a natural alternative. This could be supplements, skincare, personal care, household cleaning, even makeup. I encourage them to look into every aspect of their life and how they can make a shift to an essential oil-infused, chemical-free lifestyle. I truly believe that everybody has this opportunity to live this chemical-free lifestyle. Once we become conscious of what is good for us, what supports us, what allows us to thrive naturally, then it doesn't matter if you have a corporate life or you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, or whether you're traveling the world. I believe this chemical-free lifestyle is within everybody's reach. I have a lot of dreams, goals, and desires for the future, but I have two that I would love to fulfill in this lifetime. The first is to one day fund research on the effects of aromatherapy on cancer in honor of my late mother, Grace. The second is to play my part providing access to education for underprivileged children. Those are my two big long-term goals, but in the meantime, I will continue spreading my message of health and wellness through eating well, lifestyle changes, and of course, infusing essential oils in our everyday life. And that to me is fulfilling. A gracious life means everything to me. To care for one another, to consider our actions and impact, and to live a life of balance with grace and gratitude. That's the kind of world I want to live in.